Hey, what's up? It's Josh from the Dialed In Hunter. I've been doing keto for 1 week now. It's been interesting. Before I get into that though, I just wanted to rewind, and I never got to check in with you about how life off clean eating was. So during April, I ate clean. May, I went back to my original diet, and I never checked in about that, how I felt and everything. So right in the beginning, it was super awesome because I didn't have any restrictions, I could just eat whatever I wanted whenever I wanted, and I definitely took advantage of that. With that being said, I didn't gain any weight throughout May, so I was pretty stoked about that. But the freedom was great. After a bit, I did start having some stomach pains and stuff, just not anything crazy, just discomfort. I'd get gas, also headaches. So I don't know if you remember me saying this, but when I ate clean for April, I got one headache the whole month, which is not normal for me. I normally get, not every day, but often. So got a lot more headaches during May. So that was kind of eye-opening to me. What else? I think that's it. Yeah, now it's June now. I'm on keto. Been doing it for a week. Right off the bat, keto is a lot more involved than the other diets I'm doing. Okay, so what you're shooting for with keto is a certain ratio of macros. All right, so you want to have 75% fat, 20% protein, and 5% or even less of carbs. Super high fat diet, healthy fats, okay, but super high fat diet, that's where you're getting your energy from, and you got to eat a lot of fat. And I was astonished when I saw how much butter and MCT oil and just all these other fats and stuff, cheese. My goodness, there's a lot of cheese in a lot of these recipes that I was eating. So I just real quick, I'll go through what I started out eating in a day. I'll do keto coffee, which was coffee with a tablespoon of MCT oil and a tablespoon of butter, which is it's a lot. It doesn't sound like a lot, I'm telling you, but it's a lot of butter. Then either 3 eggs or 5 eggs, 3 eggs scrambled with kale, or I'll do a 5-egg omelet with a bunch of freaking Colby Jack cheese in it. Those eggs are cooked in a tablespoon of butter, more butter, and then maybe for lunch. The interesting thing up until lunch is with keto is I've noticed that I haven't been hungry as often. So normally I'd eat breakfast around 5 in the morning, and then I would get hungry around 9:30. That's normally when I would take lunch at work. With the keto stuff, I'm not hungry until noon or something. So that's been kind of cool. But when I do get to that point, I do something like a venison taco bowl with sour cream, cheese, avocado, that type of deal. And then as far as snacks go, almonds, roasted salted pecans, a chunk of Colby Jack cheese, and then dinners look something like doing a venison burger with 2 ounces of Colby Jack cheese. I know that doesn't sound like a lot, okay, but if you take a burger and you put 2 ounces of cheese on the top of it, you're gonna be like, that's too much cheese right there. I don't know about that. So and then with that, I would do like broccoli with more butter on it. So doing that, I've been hitting my macros for the day. That's just an example of a day. I've been hitting my macros for the day. I've been hitting my calories. I'm not really trying to lose weight doing this, so I'm not entirely concerned if I go over my calories. I calculated macros for 2,500 calories. Some days I've been going 3,000. Surprisingly enough, I've still lost weight doing that. I started out at 176. I'm at 174 now. So, like I said, it's not my priority. I'm not trying to do that, but that's how it's been. Impressive nonetheless, because I have been going over my calorie budget and still lost weight. So that's something to think about if you want to lose weight. Like keto, it's a pretty good way to do it from what everyone's told me. Another thing was I made fat bombs for the first time. Those are exactly what they sound like. They are just a crap load of butter, cream cheese, just a little bit of fruit, strawberries and blueberries, just a little bit. You gotta watch. Those are carbs, so you kind of gotta watch those. That's something that has deeply saddened me because apples and bananas are out the door. They're out. They're just too high in carbs. One apple, I think, is over half my daily carb allowance. So I can't wait until July until I can eat some apples and bananas. But in the beginning, man, did I not like the fat bombs. They were just too rich. It reminded me of cheesecake. Actually, the recipe they're called strawberry cheesecake fat bombs. So it reminded me of cheesecake because I can only have like a little sliver of cheesecake before I'm like, I'm good, that's enough, I could honestly, I could barely stomach it, and I didn't know if I was going to be able to eat the fat bombs or not. But we found this natural sweetener that is super popular with the keto folks called monk fruit. And it's a white sugar replacement. It's all natural. I've been sprinkling that on the fat bombs. That saved the day in the world of fat bombs for me. I've been eating fat bombs every day now, when I'm low on my fat, or if I just want a dessert or something like that after dinner. After all that salt and butter, salt's another super important thing you need to be taking in as you do keto, because you need to replenish your electrolytes. But super pumped on that, being able to actually eat those. And another interesting thing about them is that I mentioned before I haven't been getting hungry as much because of all the fat. I think the fat just sticks with you longer. Man, these little they're only this big, these little fat bombs. But if you eat one of those, man, it's oh, I'm full now. It's a lot of fat. So that's been kind of cool. But what else? Yeah, it's been a week so far. I've for the most part, it's been good. I've loved the energy I've had throughout the day. When I first jumped into it, the first couple days, I was like a gorilla, just super fired up, high on energy. I don't know why that is, but that's just what happened. I've kind of leveled out now, but I'm still super clear in the head and ready to get after it. What I haven't liked about it is it's a lot of work. So there's not a whole lot of things out there that I can just kind of grab and go, what I've noticed. I've got to basically prepare everything and then just kind of take from that, which is kind of cool, getting to cook a little more and stuff and learning some new recipes and everything. But it's definitely a time constraint, obviously. Another thing is I've been getting super sick of butter. I stopped putting butter in my coffee a couple days ago. Just couldn't. I was not enjoying my coffee. I'm a coffee drinker through and through. I love my coffee in the morning. So instead of the butter, I've been doing MCT oil and maybe some heavy cream or almond milk in there. So that's kind of been my deal with that. And yeah, other than that, yeah, it's been going good so far. We'll see how it goes in the future. Just like anything, when you start something new, there's kind of like an acclimation period to it, like getting used to the motions of it, and then things kind of usually fall in place. The same kind of thing happened to me eating clean. I was just kind of had to get used to the habits of everything and how everything worked. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. We're gonna keep going. I got to go in the field the other day for a bear hunt, eating keto. Felt really good out there. I did not spend a lot of time like kind of trying to dial in the macro thing in my food bag, which was, I ended up eating way too much protein that day, and I was low on my fat. So in the future, I'm going to try to dive into that more and really try to nail that. And I'll be putting out, just like I did with the clean eating diet, I'll be putting out a backcountry meal planner for keto. So super stoked on that. And other than that, yeah, I'll be coming back actually next weekend with another a week 2 update for keto. Until then, if you have any tips for keto, like any cool recipes, just anything you've noticed. Luckily, I haven't gotten the keto flu. Super stoked on that I haven't gotten that, but I don't know if that's something that happens right in the beginning of doing keto, or if it's like a couple weeks in that you might get it. I have no idea. I just know I haven't gotten it up until this point. So if you have any tips for keto, I would love to know. Drop them down in the comments. Until we talk again though, thanks for watching.